If you're starting your first e-commerce business, let me tell you this, most new sellers fail and end up losing thousands of dollars. And it's not because they're not trying hard enough, it's not because they don't have enough starting capital, or they have no idea what they're doing. It's none of that. It all comes down to two key areas. Number one is the business or the tactics in the actual business. And number two is their mindset or their psychology. And they make mistakes in these areas over and over again that ultimately prevent them from being able to achieve any real riches or wealth with not just e-commerce, but any business. If you avoid these, you will dramatically increase your chances of success with e-commerce, and you will make your path to freedom that much quicker and that much easier. I dive deeper into the actual tactics of starting a successful e-commerce business. The links are going to be below this video in the description, and in there, I show you the exact strategy that I'm using to start million-dollar brands right now. Now, as I mentioned, these two categories, the mindset, psychology, and also the business tactics, are where 99.9% of e-commerce sellers fail. These are where the mistakes are. I'm going to actually start with the mindset or psychological side because, believe it or not, the business side is actually way less important. By far, the biggest reason people fail with e-commerce is that they do not treat e-commerce just like they treat any other serious endeavor in their life, like their 9-to-5 job or their career, or when they went to school, when they went to college, if they went to college. Most people who get into e-commerce think of it as some kind of a scheme. They know that it kind of works for some people. They know that it is possible, it is a possibility to actually make a living with it, but they are not convinced that it's going to work for them. And because of that, because they carry this in their subconscious, they never actually succeed. Because our subconscious rules our conscious, our subconscious rules our reality. And so all change has to come from your subconscious before it actually manifests in real life. A lot of people, they tell themselves things such as, oh, I have to be lucky to succeed, or I need a ton of starting capital, or better yet, I should have started before COVID. Now there's no more opportunity anymore. Those were really the good days. And I love this one because I myself started back in 2017 with my e-commerce journey. And even then in the YouTube comments, people were saying on these Amazon YouTube videos and e-commerce YouTube videos, oh, you should have started back in 2014 and 2013. It's oversaturated now, right? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter when you start because it's all about your psychological state and your internal beliefs, what you are telling yourself every single day. I'll share a little story with you. I even remember that I was doubting myself. I found out about this amazing business model. I found out that I could start an e-commerce business at first with Amazon, and then I ventured into Shopify, and I was getting really excited. But as the days went by, I started to really question things, and I started to really ask myself, maybe it's too good to be true. I even told people in my life, like my mother, and even she was like, are you sure that's a real way to make money? And so these things started to really almost kind of implant these negative beliefs. And these things almost knocked me off my path before I even reached my first success. It's scary to even think or imagine where I would be today if I didn't change those absolutely false BS limiting beliefs. So this magical combination of not taking e-commerce seriously as your job or your career or your 9-to-5 or anything else that you really took seriously in your life, combined with implanting false internal beliefs that most people carry because they have lived a lifetime of just the regular 9-to-5 matrix programming, that's what lands most new e-commerce sellers right into the failure dumpster. People let their internal BS get in the way of their success. Whether we like it or not, we all have things in our lives that prevent us from achieving success. And that could be things like TikTok, Instagram, video games, even watching endless amounts of YouTube videos, or even emotional issues like past traumas. Past trauma is a huge one. So many people carry past trauma, they don't even know it. And people, especially people that fail, they lie to themselves that these are not real issues. They lie to themselves that, it's okay, they can play video games or they can watch TikTok all day, and still succeed. And the truth is that most of the time they can't. You have to eliminate the things that are stopping you from achieving your success, whether those are people or whether those are things like video games, distractions, TikTok, Instagram, even pornography, who knows, right? Many people are unfortunately into that, and these things will all screw you up. They will all knock you off your path, right? You have to eliminate them if you want to succeed. It's not the product, it's not, the wrong supplier. More often than not, it's these things. Mindset, and specifically rewiring the brain and fixing your psychology, has always been a pillar of my content, especially, my paid content. It's also in my free content. content. It is essential to succeeding as an online business entrepreneur. In 2021, I actually put together a free course all about rewiring your mindset, rewiring your brain with the things that I learned myself as I made my first $1 million at the age of 22 and made much more since then. And I called it How to Make Your First $1 Million Online. You'll find the link in the description, and it is really, really valuable. Check it out. There's also a very in-depth mindset and rewiring your psychology module in Ecom Academy, which is our flagship e-commerce program with our mentorship, which helps anybody in the world start a successful e-commerce business with the best strategy and the right tactics and the right mentorship. That you can find the link in the description below as well. The moral of the story is that by far the biggest reason people fail with e-commerce is that they let their personal shit get in the way and they don't work on rewiring their mindset. They let their limiting beliefs make nonstop excuses, and it's basically like swimming upstream a river that just keeps pushing you down and down and down. Look, if you want to start a successful $1 million e-commerce business, or even just one that gives you freedom, one that allows you to make $10,000 a month in profit, you need to fix your psychology first, and it starts with one step. All you need to do is make a concrete decision, and you say, this is the most serious thing that I'm going to ever take in my entire life, and I am going to succeed. I am leaving my past behind, I'm leaving my fears behind, and all of my bullshit behind. If you don't do this, and most people never do this, that's why they fail, you will continue looking for that perfect online business, the perfect income stream, while in the process losing thousands of dollars, losing money, and at the end of the day, losing your respect, because people don't respect talkers, they respect doers. In our society, doers are rewarded, not talkers. People who just talk nonstop about how they're gonna start this business or that business, or they're gonna be rich or whatever, but they don't actually do anything about it, you know, they're looked down upon in society, and people stop taking them seriously. So be a doer. Align your actions with your words. You see, if you just keep telling yourself that you're going to do it one day, or you even lie to yourself by telling yourself that by watching this video, you are actually doing it, but you don't actually take action, you're not actually matching your actions with your words, and you don't have the tactical steps, you don't have the psychological rewiring steps that you need to actually succeed, in 1 year, you are going to be in the exact same boat. And if you want to take it one extra level up, you should actually share your decision with a loved one. You should actually tell them what you've been doing, you know, how you're planning on starting e-commerce, and you make a promise to them that you absolutely will succeed with e-commerce no matter what. Telling somebody that you love, it should be your mom or your dad or your, brother or sister, one person, your girlfriend, it's going to make them expect that. And if you fail, if you don't uphold your promise, then they're going to lose respect for you. The truth is that there are a lot of ways that you can screw up starting an e-commerce business. It's not a walk in the park. But is it complicated? No. Is it achievable? Absolutely. And does it continue to be one of the best businesses that you can start, where you can actually turn a small amount of startup capital and effort into an amount that can literally set you free for life? Yes, and for the price of less than a coffee a day, $2 to $3 a day, you can get access to our full Ecom Academy program, which has that exact combination of the perfect tactics with the perfect mindset and psychological reprogramming, so that you have the best path to success for yourself and so that you can achieve that freedom. The link for that is in the description below. You can check it out, as well as my free resources. As life becomes harder and harder and finances become more scarce by the day for people around the world, freedom is going to be reserved for a select few in the future. And that select few is the people that are actually taking action right now on these effective online business models like e-commerce. And they do it no matter what. They make a concrete decision, they rewire their mindset, they leave all their psychological BS behind, and they succeed. Whether you like it or not, there's going to be somebody that watches this video and succeeds and builds $1 million e-commerce business. Why can't that be you?